Hello and welcome to Gender Balancing right here on CTV, your number one online TV channel. Of course, my name is Samuel Okata, one of the hosts of the show. Excuse me. And this show, as you all know, it's one where we bring and discuss gender-sensitive issues, but you can as well look at it from the point of controversial issues. And of course, we share our perspective on these issues that we're going to be discussing right here as it affects us gender-wise. On this very beautiful note, I'll be welcoming you all once again to the program. Well, today we'll be having a very interesting post as always, and we'll be sharing them with you all so that you all can as well share your perspective on it. And of course, we'll be reading comments to see what netizens, those who are on the online platform, are also saying concerning trending posts like this. But all of these will be coming just after this time out. Let's go on a short break. While we'll come back, I'll be opening up the show for you all to see what we have on today's show. And of course, you have the opportunity to also see my co-host. We'll be right back just after this time out. Welcome back. It is still the show, Gender Balancing on CTV. And like I said, my name is Samuel Okata. Of course, we have something we'd like to share with you all today. It's going to be part of our conversation. But of course, as I told you all, I'm not doing this alone. I'm in the studio right here with my co-host. Her name is Funke. Funke, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you too?
Very well, as always. Good to see you in this attire.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have a post, like I told our viewers, and I would like us to look at that post. It is also a post that has to do with relationship, how people who are in a relationship or who have been in a relationship have been faring. It is not and always, you know, a bed of roses. Sometimes it is sweet, sometimes it is bitter. Yeah. But of course, we have seen how people have been handling their relationship, which has really not been that okay. So I have one here. I'd like to read it to the hearing, and then we talk about it. Then we look at what the comment section is saying. The first one says, the title is, "My husband is a narcissist." Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me read the post. It says, "I'm exhausted and unsure of what to do. My husband and I have been married for a few years and we have a toddler together. However, I am unhappy in my marriage because my husband has shown narcissistic, right?
Yes, and
manipulative behavior. He has trust issues." One person, all of these. Says things and did not just... I take that again. Says things and I did not do. No.
Says things she does not do.
Okay, he says things she didn't do.
Yes.
And becomes violent, especially with anger, right? Losing control in ways that frighten me. I am constantly anxious about what he might do next.
Yes.
All right. The next post says, or the continuation of the post says, his family is aware of his behavior since I often call his mom when things escalate.
Yes.
But they always advise me to be patient with him. I've tried to be patient, even keeping my distance from him, and he still seeks me out. This is a very desperate husband. I continue, he says, I haven't shared this with my own family because I don't want to create tension between both sides. Now I feel stuck, especially since we live far from our families. I've been enduring this for the sake of my child, not wanting her to grow up in a broken home. But I am truly confused about what to do next. That's the end of this very interesting but of course emotional post. But before I lend my voice to this, Funke, what do you have to say, or what's your own look on this matter?
Okay, my opinion on this matter is that, you know, when from the onset, that's from the relationship,
all right,
I'm sure she would have noticed some things like this.
Okay.
Because, okay, we know people change after marriage.
Yeah.
But before
and
the
you
change,
can't even know everything.
You can't know everything. But before the change, at least you started seeing the signs.
That is if she did.
That is if she sees it. It's a very simple arithmetic. Like, whenever you and your spouse have issues, probably your boyfriend or your girlfriend,
the
way he or she reacts, you should know that, okay, by the time I get married to this, so it's going to be worse.
Yeah.
There's a way you talk to your boyfriend, and there's a way he's going to respond. You'll be like, oh, by the time we start living together, this one is going to beat me with the way he's talking like this. So, they're just simple things.
That's true.
Nobody's perfect.
Yeah. These are red flags.
So these are just things you need to just speak out and notice.
Yeah. All right. So I share your sentiment.
Always be a goat. You cannot correct it.
That's true.
That's just it.
So we expected that when she actually saw this, that is, if she saw it from the beginning, you would have made a decision either to continue in this relationship or opt out. But you continued, thinking he was going to change.
But
you're even getting it even worse. Look at the situation where she was even trying to distance herself from him just to avoid trouble and create.
He's always violent.
Aside from the violence, somebody who is problematic is somebody that even when you are avoiding the person is even coming to you. I mean, so where will she run to?
Hey, there's nowhere to run to.
And like she said, she has been trying to see how she can, avoid the families, both families, knowing what they are going through, because it's going to set the whole family
so
ablaze.
Apparently, she told the guy's family. They're telling her to calm down. I don't understand.
No, you should have called your son to
She does not want to. They did not call their son to order. They only told her to calm down, to give him time. Time for what?
Give him time.
To kill her.
He is not even aware that they are giving him time. You ought to call your son.
She's not even telling her own family. Where is her mother? Where is her father? Where is her brother?
What I even
she doesn't have a sister or what?
What I even expect is, even if you're giving me that patience or telling me to be patient, are you talking to your son?
They are not.
So that I will now know that, okay, maybe within the time you're giving me that
according to what she
allowance,
they only told his family is aware of his behavior since I often call his mother when things escalate. But they always advise me to be patient with him. Okay. So that means just be there and endure with our animal. The animal they brought up. Because that's just seriously.
He keeps saying animal. But it's really unfortunate what this lady is going through. And from what I'm seeing in this post, if care is not taken, she could go out of the marriage.
Yes.
Because she has been trying to, handle the situation, but it looks like the situation is beyond her.
Yeah.
Well, my advice at this point, I'm not saying she should go out of this marriage. My advice, which is divorce, I'm not saying that.
Yes.
But my advice actually is call for a separation. A separation allows him to understand himself. A separation allows his family to interfere in that what's it called now? Situation and deal with it so that he becomes, the man you're expecting him to be. Separation also calls for a situation whereby your life will not be at danger, not to even talk of your child. So at this point, I feel they should both stay away from each other
for now,
until situation returns back to normal. Then if situation doesn't return back to normal, take a decision. I'm not going to subscribe, or suggest anything to you.
Yeah.
Marriage is supposed to be handled by two persons. There are no third party. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
Let's see what the comment section
is saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so someone here is saying you don't want your daughter to grow from a broken home, but you want her to grow in an abusive home. In case you don't know, an abusive home is a broken home. If you don't leave now, your son might probably grow without a mother.
Yeah, let's even talk a little about that. It is really not, how am I going to say it now? It is really not okay for that child to grow in that kind of environment.
Yes.
Because that child will grow up understanding that, is that child a man, a male?
She did not indicate, but from the comment section.
Okay, because I was about saying that if he grows up in that kind of environment, the tendencies are there that he will grow up, that if that child is a man, he will grow up not understanding what loving a woman is all about, because he saw the opposite. You get the point? And it's going to mess up the psyche.
It's like the right thing.
Exactly. It's going to mess up
my wife means I love her.
Yeah, it's going to mess. You see now? And he's not going to even be nice to anybody out there, because he never grew up in an environment, in a home where love fosters.
Yes.
What other comments do we have?
So someone is saying, so our growing in a violent and abusive home will be better. better pack your bags and protect your child before he kills you. Definitely, it's going to kill her one day if she does not leave.
Yeah.
Please find a way to live safely. They never change, and things get worse with time.
Yeah.
And if it gets violent, your life is not safe. Inform your family, please.
You see now? So she has all the advice she needs right now.
Yes, like most people in this
right
country are telling
now.
her to leave.
Right now, for the sake of that child, for your mental health and emotional, state of mind, you just have to take the right decision. All right. And for those who are listening to us or watching the show, when you see things like this, you don't need anybody to tell you what to do in the early stage. If you feel that you can't handle the situation, if you feel that you've spoken to this individual and there is no sign, there's no visible sign that this person is willing to change, please advise yourself instantly. There's nothing that is going to be better in marriage.
Yes.
Relationship or dating is just a transfer of the next stage. It's a stage. It's a phase. Once you're done with that phase, the next phase is the marriage, where you now live with this person as a wife or live with this person as a husband. That's our advice for you all watching. I don't know if you have any advice to share with them.
Comment.
Of course,
And the advice is okay.
I mean, you have all the advice you need in the comment section and from us. So make a decision from what we're said. This is the much we have for you all today, and we hope you really enjoyed every bit of this post, every conversation, advice that we've shared on air. So make do with all of this. Until we come your way, same time next week, when the program will be airing, I remain your host, Samuel Okata, and she is
Ademi Funke.
All right, bye for now.
Bye.
Thank you.